Okay, y'all, this is Insane James, and I am back. Um, we wanted to know, you know, the burning question is rekindling old flames a good idea? Is it a bad idea? Now, I had somebody ask me to do this podcast when they found out that I was doing podcasts. They said, James, did you ever do a show about rekindling old flames? And I like that idea. I really did. It would be something that would really just something that I think is something that we should talk about. Because me myself, I don't think it's a good idea, and we'll tell you why. I had several instances where a couple of times, I went back to old girlfriends that I shouldn't have went back to, and it just turned out bad both times. One of these chicks was so dumb she couldn't boil water. And all she ever wanted to do was argue, and I just couldn't deal with that. I had another instance where me and this girl that I dated one time, we got back together, and it it didn't turn out good. I mean, it worked for a little while, and then it just went to hell. I mean, it just plainly went to fucking hell in a handbasket. And it's to me that was the point where I told myself that these rekindling these old flames are not a good idea. It's not a good idea for me to do it. It's just not feasible for me because I'm going to get hurt doing this. Things aren't going to go the way I think they should go, and that's just it. I mean, you know, um, and I know a lot of people like that. I know some people that have gotten back together and it worked out good for them, but a lot of them, like me, were you know were messed up and hurt really, really bad from going back to these old relationships. Um, can you rekindle something? Can you make love again after something has just tore you apart? I heard somebody say one time that going back to past relationships was like trying to shove shit back in your butt. It doesn't work. It's not going to work. It didn't work the first time. So what makes you think it's going to work the second time? That's been my answer to that question when somebody would ask me about that. They would ask me, how would this work? What do you think about this? And me myself, I won't do it anymore. Um, there's a couple of times that I've done it, and it just didn't work out for it. Now, what makes a good relationship? What makes a bad relationship? Well, that's everybody's opinion. And you know what they say about opinions? They're like elbows. Everybody's got one. But you can't ever tell what might happen, and you just can't. You just can't never tell what'll happen, and who knows what may come. It might be bad, but you know my take on it is chances are that, like I said this first time, if it didn't work out the first time, it's not going to work out the second time, and that's just all there is to it. You know, I don't know how much more plainer that could be, but other than that, that's about all I've got to say about old flames and rekindling past relationships. This is Insane James, y'all. It's been great. I'll talk to you guys later.